In this video I'm going to show you one of the secrets to epic orchestral music, which is a powerful low end using layering. So this is the full, complete bass layering in the chorus. It sounds like this, super massive. So how did I get here? Tip 1, hybrid layering. Use a combination of orchestral bass instruments and synth basses. It creates a more unique texture and atmosphere to your overall low end in your music. So here I started with orchestral string basses, with cellos an octave above. But then I added these synth layers, so this plugin called Siren, deep Moog bass synth, so you need headphones to hear this super deep bass, filling in that lowest low end. Then also added this wide unison bass also in Siren, where you can just prompt a sound to create it and you get this sound. Wide, fat and gritty, and all those in combination now. Super fat and massive. Tip 2, layer intention. Make sure each sound you layer has its own purpose and your creative intention for adding each layer, so that they all complement each other and work together. So this is the reason I added these specific layers. So the deep Moog style synth bass, I wanted that very low end that the string basses actually don't go down to. It's a sub-bass sound, complementing lower down in the frequency range from the orchestral basses, right? And together with the cellos as well. And also why I wanted to add this fat, wide unison bass, which I also shaped a bit here with an envelope and added a chorus to, because I wanted it wider to get a more stereo space, and I wanted that gritty character. Listen to it alone again here. Some saturation, distortion in the sound, which really adds some grit to the overall orchestral basses, which are more acoustic and clean. But with a deep Moog bass and the wide, fat unison synth bass, really amps it up. So you want to make sure each layer has its own purpose. Don't just layer to layer, layer with intention. Tip 3, sustained versus rhythmic notes. Use long sustained bass notes to provide the fundamental power, and plucked and rhythmic bass parts to add energy and drive. So now if I open up the piano roll editor for all these layers I already showed you, you can see the notes are indeed long and sustained. As you can hear, it adds that fundamental power in the low end. But if you want energy, you want some rhythm, right? So I added 2 more bass layers. First, this pluck bass, warm pluck jazz bass in Siren, that was the prompt, and I got this really cool sound. And you can see I have actually made a cool rhythm, right? And I layered that again with another acoustic upright bass to get this together. Again, layering with purpose, you get this hybrid layering, and you get the sustained versus rhythmic notes, because without these, listen now again, all the basses, removing that rhythm. Fat and powerful, yes, but not energetic and driving, but with them. Listen when I add them now. You get some groove, you get some energy, providing that drive to the low end. And I also want to add a final bonus tip. My 4th tip here is to actually group all the basses in one mixing group and process them as a group to glue them together. You can use compression, saturation, EQ, whatever you want. I have gone for a harmonic analog saturation processor with a tube setting to really add that final piece of low-end power. And I mean, it adds so much that I'm going to play you the chorus without all these bass layers. Listen to how weak, even though it's a big, huge orchestra, without bass, the music lacks power. And now I add the bass. Here. That's why you need bass in music, and that's also why you need, or you don't need, but it's great to have all these layers in the low end to provide that low end power with a hybrid texture and atmosphere from this layering, with a specific layer intention for each layer you use, combine them so they work together, and use both sustained and rhythmic notes for low fundamental power and drive. If you enjoyed this video, please like and follow for more education like this.